Welcome back again. In this video, I'm going to discuss the another 10 questions of the DPT-GRF exam. So there was one question on the prions. Prions जो होते हैं misfolded proteins होते हैं, misfolded proteins. So question was some like that. Beta sheets जो होते हैं, okay, beta sheets of the prions are responsible for what? So they are generally responsible for since they are misfolded proteins, so they leads to some disease, causing some disease. So the right answer was causing some disease, like mad cow disease. Okay, so the answer would be causing disease. There was one question that ATP during the light phase of the photosynthesis, during the light reactions in the photosynthesis, the ATP generated by, there were few statements, 4 statements. So out of those 4 statements, the ATPs are generated by the ATP motor or the ATPase enzyme, which are generally called the F0, F1 particles. Okay, so this leads to the generation of the ATP due to the osmotic gradients of the protons. Suppose this is motor, so there are more protons inside as compared to outside. That's why they will want to diffuse through this. So they will diffuse through this ATP motor, and these are the source of energy for this ATP motor. Once the protons will enter, it will start rotating and it will mix the ADP and PI to form the ATP. So this was the question. This reaction was also given. So the exact reason for the generation of ATP is the more number of protons inside as compared to the outside. So the protons will want to move, wants to diffuse outside. There was one question on the agrobacterium, that which chemical is secreted by the plant. So the chemical was acetosyringone. Okay, for the attachment of the bacteria and the plant for the agrobacterium mediated gene transfer. There was a question about the wrong pair of the enzymes. So there were enzymes given like RNA polymerase, DNA polymerase 1, and we have to select the incorrect matched pair. So there was a pair that is the only DNase cleave one strand. So it was the incorrect pair because DNase can cleave both strands at a time as well as the one strand at a time. So the option was like that, it can cleave only one strand. So this is incorrectly matched because DNase can cleave the both strands. S1 endonuclease generally cleaves only one strand, but DNase 1 or DNase cleave both strands at a time. So this was incorrectly matched. This pair was incorrectly matched. There was a question on the Acharya Chakravarti. Acharya Chakravarti get patent for which organism? So there are many options. Among those organisms, a bacteria, that is the Pseudomonas putida. For this bacterium, they got the patent. Okay, so the answer is the Pseudomonas putida, which is a bacteria. There was a question on the stages of the pathogenesis. So the correct sequence is the exposure, then adhesion or the contact, then invasion, and lastly the infection. This is the correct sequence of the pathogenesis. There was one question on the transmission electron microscope, that that on the image forming, what is the principle or what is the phenomena, like reflection, diffraction, or scattering? So it would be diffraction. Image is formed via diffraction. There was one more question, that 1 centimorgan is equal to how much recombination frequency? So it is equal to 1% recombination frequency, generally lies up to 50%. So distance is also 50 centimorgan and recombinant frequency will be 50%. So 1% is equal to 1 centimorgan. The recombination frequency is 1%. The distance will be 1 centimorgan between the two genes. Less the distance, more the genes are linked. There was one question on the gene expression pattern. Okay, that during signal transduction, which of the gene expression pattern is more likely to occur? So I guess the phosphorylation would be the right answer. Generally, in signal transduction or the cell signalings, the phosphorylation is the main gene expression. There was a question in the part A about the interest. Okay, the simple interest, the PRT upon 100. Okay, so there were a kind of amount of 13,900 rupees. A sum of this much was given, and it was invested in two terms, in two parts, that is 14%, and the rate for B is 11%. So we have to tell the exact amount of the B according to this data. The total sum of money is like this, 13,900. Okay, so we can attempt this question by hit and trial method, by putting the answers, or we can also solve that question. So the exact amount of the B was asked, so it was 6,200 rupees. It was 6,200 rupees. A sum of interest was also given, 3,520. So if this is the money B, so automatically the A will be 7,700. So if we apply the 14% rate, PRT upon 100, so it will give around 2150 interest. Okay, and similarly for that a sum of 3520. So the B amount is 6,200 rupees, 6,200 rupees. So the answer was 6,200 rupees. There was a question that this student study the biology, or these students study the chemistry. So it was a very easy question. You can simply write the names and write the subjects that the Vinit study the biology, chemistry, math, or whatever which was given, or football. So for that question, Vinit was the right answer. Vinit was the all-rounder, can study the biology, chemistry, math, and as well as he also plays the football. So the concerned answer was the Vinit. There was one more question on the reasoning, that there are four persons, A, B, C, D. Okay, B cannot be third, B could not be at the third, C and D cannot put together. Okay, so what could be the statements? So there are many statements that A can be at the fourth place, A cannot be at the first place. So among that, the right answer was that A cannot be at the first place. It was the right answer, because if you put the A first, okay, so necessarily we have to put the B, because B cannot be at the fourth place. If we place the B at the last place, B cannot be at the third place. Okay, so either B will be at second or third or fourth. So B cannot be at third, so either B will be at second or fourth. So if I put the B at fourth, so necessarily C and D will be here, and this condition was also given that C and D cannot be placed together. So necessarily we have to put the B at second position. Okay, then third C and D, then again C and D cannot be put together. So if I put the A at first place, the combinations cannot be made. So this statement was false. Okay, that this statement was true, that A cannot be at the first place. So this was the right answer. Next question was that what is the probability of 53rd or 53 Sunday in a leap year? So generally there are 52 weeks. So in the next in the extra week, okay, in the extra week there could be Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, or Saturday. But in a leap year there are 366 days. Okay, so there is one more extra day. So it could be Sunday, Monday, Monday, Tuesday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Thursday, Friday, Friday, Saturday, and the Saturday, Sunday. So there are two choices: Sunday, Monday, Saturday, Sunday. Okay, outcomes are 2. Total number of possible outcomes are 7 for that extra day, because particularly we are talking about the leap year. If it would not be leap year, it would be 1/7. The probability of getting the extra Sunday, the 53rd, would be 1/7. But since it is a leap year, we are getting one more extra day. So it would be 2/7. The answer would be 2/7. Okay. Every year the questions on types of DNA is asked. Similarly, this year also there was a question which was statement based, that there is a left-handed DNA having 10 base pair turn. We know that Z DNA is left-handed but does not have the 10 base pairs, it is having 12 base pair. It was given that a right-handed DNA having 8 base pair. This is also false. It was given there is a right-handed DNA having 10 base pair. So this is correct. This statement is correct for the B DNA. So this was the correct statement among the 4. based on the types of the DNA. There was one more question in which this is asked that which of the following is not a quaternary structure of the protein. So there were many options like hemoglobin and myoglobin, collagen. So among that, this question may have two correct answer. So tell me in the comments that what should be the right answer, because there was myoglobin was also given and collagen was also given. So myoglobin is a tertiary structure and collagen is a secondary structure. So both of these are not the quaternary structures. But the question was like that, which of the following is not a quaternary structure? So I guess there will be a bonus mark in this question. Or let's just see what would be the concept. So here are some more questions which are memory based. So that's all for today. Have a nice day.